right. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Let me see if I can make this bigger. I think we're good. Out in the garage, we're going to pull some orders from this weekend. I meant to do one of these lives, I think last weekend. Was last weekend the Super Bowl? I think it was last weekend that was the Super Bowl. Anyways, I couldn't do it because obviously it was the weekend and Super Bowl or whatever, so I couldn't pop on live. But this weekend, we're going to do it. I got a ton of orders to pull, so this is going to be a good live to like show you guys how the order system works. You guys have seen this live a couple weeks ago. I'll probably do these every single weekend because that's usually when I get the most orders. I'll be able to show this inventory system off the best. I am out in the garage. I'm hooked up to Wi-Fi, so if the Wi-Fi drops for whatever reason, just let me know down in the chat. We should be good. Also, my chat is a lot smaller on my phone than it is on the computer, so if I miss your comments, feel free to comment multiple times. So 30-day orders. I had Posh orders. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Poshmark orders. We had some Mercari sales this weekend. See Mercari sales. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 Mercari sales. And then we also had some Depop orders from the weekend too. Let me see how many Depop orders we got while this loads up. What's up, LGR? Welcome in. Orders from this weekend. So lots of sales this weekend. Really, really good weekend in sales. We're going to pull all of them on the live with you guys. That's why I stress cross-listing, by the way, because if I would have just sold on eBay, I would have only had those 31 orders. But because I cross-list to Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop, I allow myself to get more sales, more eyes on my listings, and I'm able to take more offers. On Depop, I'm able to actually accept a little bit lower offers because Depop doesn't really have any seller fees. So helps out having your stuff cross-listed. That's why I always use Nifty. I did put a link down in the description of this live. So if you've never tried Nifty, go use it. It's down in the description. Click that link. Get a free 7-day free trial. You're going to love it. And then you're going to open yourself up to more sales like I did this weekend. So let's check out who's in the chat really quick. Beverly's here. Hope's here. Melissa's here. If you don't mind, can I ask Wayne, why does the formula go away when I cut from inventory? Can I ask, why does the formula go away when I cut from inventory? What do you mean by that, LGR? I'm not really sure what you're meaning by that. Feel free to elaborate on that question because I'm not really down. While you're doing that, while everybody's hopping in, welcome on in, everybody. This should be a little bit of a longer live. It's probably going to be around 35, 45 minutes to pull all these orders. I'm going to pull as many as I can. Some of the stuff is inside in my kids' closet, like the jacket we sold. If you didn't see the video, I just put out the little short. That U.S. Navy coat is in my kids' closet, so I'm not going to go in there and bother them because they're going to bed right now. So what's going on? We're about to start pulling some eBay orders. eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop. Am I glitching with the sheets? Why does the formula go away when I cut it from inventory? It shouldn't. With the sheets, with what sheet? The one that I created, the free sheet, or Jason's sheet? If you're having issues with Jason's sheet, reach out to Jason. He probably has to go in and fix the sheet because maybe you like canceled out a formula. But yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what sheet. Pork chop. What's up, Brian? Welcome in. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start pulling orders. One of which is the item. Good, not glitching. Okay, cool. One of which, the very first item is an item that we listed last night on live. It was a really, really good item. It was those pair of Bioberquin pants. We kind of looked it up on eBay to see what they were going to sell for. And sure enough, these sold really, really quick. So 4802, these were just put away in inventory too. And I think mom did some inventory today. So some of this stuff is brand new, put in inventory. 4802 is the Bioberquin pants that we just picked up. Here they are right here. My Google Sheets, it shouldn't take away the formula. The formula should always stay. If it does, if you delete it, if you delete a line, then yeah, it would take away the formula. So you shouldn't delete a line. You should just be adding numbers in. Yeah, these sold fast. So we just listed these last night. They're Bioberquin men's pants. Really, really good brand to look out for. So what did we pay for those? We paid $6.42 for these. Just listed them last night. They already sold for 29 bucks. So easy money, nice quick sale. Next one is a Travis Matthews shirt. It's in 2353. 2353 right in the front. Men's Travis Matthew, brand new with tag shirt. I was actually going to pull these and put these in the whatnot, like buy it now, but I decided to just leave them up. I only paid $10.70 for these. I got these like online arbitrage shipped right to my door. This one sold for $24.99. What's up, Teach? Welcome in. All right, next sale is a Robert Graham, another item that we literally just put away today, and it sold. This has been listed for a little bit. It's been listed for about a week, but we listed it, sold it. Men's Robert Graham. It's a brand new with tag men's Robert Graham, like quarter zip. Picked this up in a bulk buy locally. I want to say I paid like $15 for this in the bulk buy, and this one sold for $49.99 plus ship, full price sale. What was the brand again? It's Vile Burquin. Vile Burquin. If you guys ever need to see my sales too, you just go over my eBay store and filter for sold. I don't know if you can see that on the screen. You filter for sold and you can look over all of these sales and go right along with me. If you on your computer, you can actually open up another tab, go to my eBay store and just follow along with me because I'm going to pull them all the way through. Watching on YouTube now, nice. Yeah, the Nifty video is up on YouTube. I did put a description or a link down in the description of this video. Like I said, cross-listing to multiple platforms definitely helps get more sales. You guys are going to see that on this live. 2129. If you guys are in the chat too, you have any questions, feel free to shoot them at me while I am pulling orders, and I'll get all those answered because we have a little bit to go over today. This is a men's Robert Graham shirt. It's not a crazy one, but it does have some embroidery. I don't know if you can see that on that pocket right there. I picked this up locally in a bulk buy too. Paid $8 for that one. It sold for full asking price $34.99 plus ship. Nice little sale right there. You guys want to see? You ever miss having a neck? I got a neck right there. This is an item that we listed last night as well. So if you're watching that live, really, really good quick sale. This is that men's Patagonia shirt. Nice plaid pattern to this one. Listed it last night. Paid $8 for this. Again, locally in a bulk buy. And that one sold for $24.99 plus shipping. Next item is 3962. 3962. 3962. It'll be right down here. I sold a ton of these. These are selling really quick for me right now. This is a men's Ralph Lauren. It's just a long sleeve striped Ralph Lauren. I think this one does have the colored pony on the front. Paid $6.96. Nifty sent out a 10% out offer, and this person accepted. So this one actually ended up selling for $20.70. I'll take that. Bulk buy. So go watch my latest YouTube video I put out on Tuesday or Wednesday of last week. I literally show myself wake up in the morning, go to the bulk buy, and then I explain what the bulk buy is all about. That whole video, the beginning of that video for like the first 15 minutes has the bulk buy in it. And then I show all the items that I pick up in the bulk buy. It's more like bread and butter stuff on that one. It's usually what I pick up. It's a guy locally that I go to basically every week and I pick up items from him. So go watch that video. It's up on YouTube right now. 4730 is the next one. Again, an item that was literally just put away in inventory. And of course it's right in the front. I like that. This is a men's J. Peterman sweater. It's just a casual crew neck. Sorry, I was trying to think of the word. Casual crew neck sweater. Picked this up for $6.96. J. Peterman is a really good brand to look for. These usually sell really well. They make dress shirts. They make pants. They don't go for crazy money, but they do sell consistently. $6.96, and this one sold for $22.50. Next up is a bad buy. It's not a good one, so don't go and pick these up. This I bought in a bulk buy locally. It was kind of thrown in, and it sat for a little bit, and it finally sold. I took a best offer on this just to get it to move. But this is a men's Woolrich. It's just a short sleeve Woolrich shirt. It's not one that you should be picking up at all. I only paid $4 for this. It sold for $12 plus shipping. It's kind of just thrown into the bulk buy, so I ended up listing it. What size are the brown boxes? So I can actually tell you that because I figured out they're actually written on the bottom. So I have the video on YouTube as well for boxes versus bins. So go watch that video as well. It goes over the whole inventory system, how to set it up. But these are 28 by 8 by 8. If you go to my link tree in my bio, you're on Facebook. So go to my link tree in my pinned post, click on that and go to my Amazon storefront, the products we use on a daily basis. And those exact boxes are linked there on Amazon. And I believe they're Prime, so they come with free shipping if you have a Prime membership. Do you remember the first things you sold? Yes, I sold some shirts out of my own closet. That's how I got started. And then I was going to start collecting those sealed Pokemon booster boxes. I bought one off eBay, and then I just sold it again. I just literally resold it, made my money back on it. So you sell on Whatnot? Yes, I do sell on Whatnot. I actually had 3 orders this weekend from Whatnot Marketplace, which is kind of wild. But this weekend we did 2 shows. No, did we do 2 shows this weekend? Yeah, we did 2 shows this weekend. Bunch of Bad Birdie, brand new with tag polos. We ran those on Whatnot. And then we did a bulk buy, and I just sold it really quick on Whatnot. Did both of those shows. I think we did like pretty close to $4,000 in sales between both of those shows. I still have to ship out one of them too. What's up, Obabs? I'm starting out doing resale. Where do you post your merchandise to sell so fast? eBay. What I would suggest you to post, Angela, is eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, and I would suggest starting with eBay first before you move on to the other ones. Poshmark is the easiest to list to, but there's less buyers on Poshmark. I would suggest starting with eBay. There's a ton of free eBay guides on YouTube for you to watch so you can learn how to list over there, but it's really simple. I also do lives like showing how I list too. If you watched my live from last night on Facebook, I was listing a bunch of stuff on eBay on that live too. So feel free to go watch that live. Next up, 1173. I did have to sit on these for a minute before they sold, but they did finally sell, and they sold for good money. I think they're these right here. 1173. These are a pair of Polo Ralph Lauren men's. It's really good. I picked these up for $37 a weekend of $75 for these. I got those at a retail store. What is a Whatnot percentage? That is cost of sale on the platform. So Whatnot percentage is 8% plus a processing fee. It ends up being right around 10% of your sale comes out on Whatnot. The higher dollar your sale is, the less it is 10%. It's a processing fee. If you sell something for $1, you're going to only make like, I think it's like 40 cents after all fees. But if you sell something for $100, you make a lot more money because that processing fee is a lot smaller percentage of your sale. Do you see a Mercari change of their shipping? I did, but I don't think it's going to revive the platform. I think they already killed it. I think Mercari is pretty much dead, unfortunately. With all their switching they did back and forth, they kind of ruined their own platform. Next up, we didn't even get a chance to put this one away. It was just listed a few days ago. This is a men's Robert Graham shirt. It's got a really good flip cuff on it. As you can see, purple always sells with Robert Graham, and this one does have like a paisley pattern all throughout the stripes on it. Pick this up in a bulk buy. I think I paid $12 for this. I usually pay up for the Robert Grahams in the bulk buys, and this one sold for $43.60. Another really, really good sale. Next couple sales, I'm actually going to pull the tie bin over here because I got a couple tie sales that we can just knock out all at once. And this is usually what I do with the tie sales is I will just grab this bin and then search through it. None of these ties are inventoried. They're basically all just like in here, and I just look for patterns when I'm grabbing my sales. So, yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I think they just ruined their platform. What's up, Cheryl? All right, so first one is a canali tie. I think it's this one right here. Men's canali tie. We listed this on live like a week or two ago when I did that live listing of ties. This one sold for $31.50. Fortunately, I can't remember what I paid for these because we listed them on live and I forgot to mark down what I paid for each tie. I think it was right around like $4. So yeah, $31.50. Really good sale. I think people already found a way to get away from Mercari. Yeah, their whole system, what they didn't make any sense at all, unfortunately. And it only hurt their platform, which hurt their sellers, but that's why we cross-list. I haven't cross-listed to Mercari in a couple weeks. I just stopped cross-listing there altogether because I wasn't getting enough sales. It didn't make enough sense to list there, so I just stopped listing altogether. What's up, Brian? Just left a huge sale at Plato's Closet. Nice. Let's go. I love the Plato's like dollar sales and stuff like that. You can score some good stuff, like nice bread and butter stuff. This is a men's Christian Dior tie. It's got a nice like floral pattern. I hope this is showing up good on camera. It's a small setup I have out here, so I can't really see my screen too well. Paid only $4 for this, and this one sold for $29.99 plus ship. That's a full asking price. The reason this sold so well is because it's a nice floral pattern, and I'm sure Easter's right around the corner. People are grabbing ties like that. Should I purchase women's Brooks Brothers shirts? No. Women's Brooks Brothers shirts are much harder to sell than men's. Bigger sizes, maybe 100% linen pieces might sell, maybe if they have a really good pattern, but if they're basic pieces, pass. BKE jeans will sell in men's, so we do pick up BKE men's jeans. Women's BKE jeans, I would pick those up if they're like a super low cost, like you're getting them from the bins, because you're going to sell those for around like 20-ish bucks, and they're going to sit for a little bit for you. But men's BKE do a lot better. I think I have one more tie sale. Hold on. Yes, I do. It's right on top. Cool. Next sale. I think this is the last tie sale too. This is a Charles Terwitt tie, another tie that we listed on live together. This one sold for $20. Again, unfortunately, I don't know what I paid for it because I forgot to put the prices in when we were listing together, unfortunately. But those are 3 ties right there. 3 really good tie sales. What is that? $20? $30 and $30, so $80 in tie sales, and I only paid I paid less than $10 for those 4 ties, or those 3 ties. So really good. Throw this back on the shelf back here, back on the tie bin shelf, and then let me go back up to the top and grab the next one. No problem, appreciate the question. Next one, 2851. 2851 should be on the top up here, and it's a men's Polo Ralph Lauren shirt. Should be right here. Yep. Beautiful. Don't even have to lift the bin down. So 2851, this is a men's brand new tag Polo Ralph Lauren. I picked this up at TJ Maxx, the yellow tag clearance event. The previous one, paid $26. This sat for a little bit. I finally took a best offer of $47.50 on that one. You sell Under Armour? Specific Under Armour pieces, yes. Not all Under Armour is a pickup. If you watch my recent YouTube video, you'll see that we picked up some Under Armour camo pants, like the insulated ones. Those do really, really well. How long have you been reselling for? I've been reselling since 2018. 2018, I did this as like a side hustle. We built it into a full-time job. So me and my wife are both basically retired from our jobs. Now we do this full-time. She used to be a preschool teacher, and then I used to be a mailman, and now we're both able to stay home and do this, teach people how to do it. Next up, 1927. This is a item that I don't really sell too often. It's a vintage t-shirt. You guys hardly ever see me sell vintage t-shirts, but this one, I saw it and I knew it had value right off the bat. This is a vintage Guess shirt, and it has the embroidered Guess on the front, and it's got a really nice stripe pattern to it. Picked this up for only $6.42 or 40 cents, and it sold for $22.50. Brooks Brothers Women's, no. Brooks Brothers Women's is a pass usually, unless it's something special. We've only sold 225 in 2025 so far, but that paid. Boom. All right, we're back. We should be back. I'm probably going to bounce in and out a little bit because I'm out in the garage and I don't get much connection out here. So if I do, don't leave. Just hold on a second, and it should come right back. While it's doing that, let me grab the next one. Hopefully, when we move to our new place, we'll have better connection out in the garage, or I'll set it up so I have better connection out in the garage. When did you decide you could hire someone to help? Well, once we were making enough money to where we had excess income, that's when we decided to hire mom on to help. Can I actually put this on the screen? Boom, I can. Cool. That's when we decided to hire mom to help. Basically, I got to the point where out here in the garage, not over here, but back here behind the camera, I had a pile of clothes like this tall, and it was just a mound of clothing. Unlisted, I just couldn't get to it, but we were sourcing so much that I was like, if I get that stuff listed, I'm going to make so much more money. So I was like, you know what, we're going to bite the bullet. We're going to hire mom. We're going to bring her on. And it's worked out really, really well. Basically, she's been listing for us for the last, I think, like year and a half now. She's been with us. Went to Red, White, and Blue on Friday. Lots of good stuff. Thanks for sharing. Yes, Red, White, and Blue is the best. The best of the best. Next up, another Ralph Lauren shirt. Nice blue, orange, striped, purple striped all over. It's like 3 different colors. Picked this up for $8. This one was like a bread and butter pickup. Sold for $18 plus shipping. Took a best offer. Yeah, the garage internet. It used to be so much better back in the day, Tej. And I even got a better router from the service I get, and it still doesn't like reach out here, which doesn't make any sense. They told me that router should reach all the way out to my mailbox, and they lied to me because it doesn't even make it outside the house. 1742, another Ralph Lauren shirt sale. People always tell me, I can't sell my Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren doesn't move for me. You lie. You can't sell Ralph Lauren for that money. And I sell Ralph Lauren like hotcakes. This is another Ralph Lauren shirt. It's just a basic plaid one. Picked this one up for $8 as well. This one sold for $20.70. That's a Nifty sale. Nifty sent out a 10% out offer, and that person accepted. Would you pick up any big E Levi's jeans? Yes, big E Levi's. Sure, they're not the newer ones because there are ones now that are being made with the big E's, so they look vintage, but not exactly vintage. Getting me through listing 30 pieces today. Let's go. You listed in the background? They lied. They did. So that's the way to do it. Get some information in your noggin while you're doing some listings. Found some vintage True Religion World Tour jeans today. Those can be good. Men's are better than women's. Women's True Religions, especially skinny fits, are very, very, very hard to move. So don't just pick them up just because they're True Religions. Make sure you're picking up the right ones. 2 should be down here. Right there. You guys see how easy this inventory system is? I can literally just pull it out, grab it, and then move to the next one. This is another Ralph Lauren shirt. This one's got a good pattern to it too. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Picked this up for $7.46. I listed this one a little bit higher because it has a really good pattern, and that one sold for $24.99 plus shipping. On some vintage True Religion. Again, even though they're vintage, just make sure you're picking up the right ones. Like women's True Religions are really, really hard to move nowadays. Like I don't even pick them up. Yeah, Flare will do good. Flare is still a good design. Boot cut can still do good, but even with True Religion, some boot cut styles still are like really hard to move for more than 20 bucks. All right, so the kids experiment is working a little bit. I picked up this Ralph Lauren kids shirt. It's not a men's, it's a kids. It's a boy's size, medium, 10 to 12. Paid $4.28 for this, and it sold for $17.99 plus ship, which tells me if I go to garage sales around the area and I go through the kids' clothes, if I can find some Ralph Lauren shirts with like good patterns to them, I'm going to pick them up for $1, $2, and flip them for 18 bucks. I'll do that all day. 822. 822. Speaking of Ralph Lauren, this is like the fifth Ralph Lauren sale in a row. Brand new tag Ralph Lauren men's shirt. Picked this up for $18.71. I think I got that at Red, White, and Blue, and it sold for 45 bucks. What do Ralph Lauren shirts for? What do you mean? What do you mean they go for? They go for all different prices. It depends on the Ralph Lauren. Depends on the size. It depends if it's new. Depends what it's made out of. Is it made out of cotton? Is it made out of linen? What are you listing for? Again, it just depends on the Ralph Lauren shirt. Obviously, this one was brand new with tags, so I'm going to list this one a little bit higher. It's also a performance one, which is a little bit better. This one sold for 25 because it's got a good pattern to it. It's like on theme right now with Easter. It's got like an Easter almost colorway to it. And then these more basic ones don't sell for as much. They're around 20 bucks is what I sell those for. Are you seeing a big difference in 9%? Yes, I am. I'm actually seeing a pretty decent increase in sales up in my promoted to 9%. So I will keep it at 9% for now. I will definitely do that. Shout out to Surf for that information. Next up, this is a Travis Matthew polo shirt. It's a men's 3XL. I picked this up at Marshall's for $21.40. I got 4 of these at the same Marshall's. I only had to list them one time because I had 4 of the same sizes. I've already sold 2, and that one sold for 32 bucks. So it's not a huge profit, but I was able to listing. Even if I make $8 to $10 off each one of those, it took me almost no time at all to list it. Mom just did one singular listing, quantity of 4, and we're moving those really quick. What's up, Carolyn? Next up, another item we didn't get a chance to put away. I'm picking up a lot of these. I know Surf said he's picking up on his live too. These are polo jeans. These are like more of a khaki instead of a jean, but they're still considered a jean. Pick these up in a local bulk buy for $4. This one sold for $22.50. Took a best offer on that one just to get it to move. But I had just listed it and it sold. So good little sale right there. Next up, we're going to come down here to 4722. Should be right back here. This, I told you guys, these are selling really well for me. Somebody asked about Brooks Brothers earlier. This is a men's Brooks Brothers shirt, but it's 100% linen, and it's a really, again, like on-trend item right now for Easter. Nice Easter color to this. Paid $5.33, and that one sold in just like a week and a half for $22.50. They're men's straight cut. Also found new with tag Visconti black. Nice. Visconti black, again, I don't really pick up, but if it's new with tag, I will pick it up. And the men's straight cut jeans, those will do really well for you. The True Religion straight cuts, those will do really well. Appreciate you. Patents. I do have a Bolo video. I just announced it on my Instagram and Facebook today. I want to put out another Bolo video. It's going to be a jeans Bolo video because that's what everybody voted for. So yeah, I might make that video a little different. I'm going to play around with that video a little bit. It's not probably going to look the same as my last couple Bolo videos. Next up, 4660. It's another Ralph Lauren shirt. Just a plain Ralph Lauren shirt. Nice one right here. Picked this up for $7.47. Nifty sent out a 10% out offer and the person accepted. That one sold for $20.70. Yeah, linens. If you can get linen Ralph Lauren, linen Brooks Brothers, even like linen Orvis shirts, those are moving really, really quick for me. So definitely pick them up. You got to get them cheap though, because they're like bread and butter. They're going to sell for 20 to 25. But if you can find them, pick them up. Definitely get them in your store and list them ASAP. Yeah, I do promoted. I just started promoting at 9% because that's what Surf started promoting at. He saw an increase in sales. I started promoting at 9% and I started seeing an increase in sales. So yes, it's 9%, but our margins are good enough to where even if we promote a little bit higher, if we get a more of a volume sale, it's okay. We're still making a good margin on that stuff. All right. Next up, 4582. 4582. I would take you guys with me back here so you can see how I'm pulling these, but unfortunately, if I get too far away from my router, you won't be able to see anything because it'll lag. So at least you guys get to see me move over here. It's kind of jammed over there too. This is a Brooks Brothers shirt. You saw this in the video from yesterday, my short that I put out. Paid $7.47 for this, and this sold for 27 bucks. I got that at a Goodwill, like a little pile of big and tall Ralph Lauren and Brooks Brothers shirts. It was actually really nice. J. Crew, Bear McNutt. Yes, Bear McNutt on a couple different items will actually sell them. Even the lower end pieces, because they have Bear McNutt linen in them, they will actually sell for a little bit more and quicker too. 1655, right in the front. Boom. I like it when that happens. 1655, this is another Ralph Lauren shirt. Again, these are flying for me, so I'm listing these ASAP. If you have these sitting around, list them because right now they're moving. 696, and this one sold for 22.50. That's another Nifty sale. Nifty sent out a 10% out offer, and that person accepted. This is a little bit of a lower sale, more of a clear out sale. It's in 1033. Should be down here. 1033. It's a pair of Peter Millar shorts. These have been listed for a little bit. I believe they actually have a small flaw on them too. Just a normal pair of Peter Millar shorts. Paid $5.34. These only sold for $17.99. Just get them out of my store. I don't really pick up too many Peter Millar pieces like that. It does have a little embroidery on the back too, which kind of hurt the value. I don't know if you can see it right there. So just clearing that out, getting that gone. Next up, 4425. 4425 should be back here. Should be right here. These are a pair of Eileen Fisher pants. This is a Kayla pickup. I don't think they have any crazy fabric in them. I believe they're just cotton. Picked these up for $8.03. These sold for $22.50. More of a like bread and butter sale. Did you say no, Brooks Brothers, about the logo? Brooks Brothers shirts that are 100% linen don't have to have the logo on them. Also, Brooks Brothers shirts that are big and tall sizes, 2XLT, 3XLT, 4XLT, those are completely different types of sales. The ones with the logos are more like bread and butter items that are like larges, mediums, XLs. But when you get into big and tall sizes, it separates it out. There's a whole group of people that need big and tall. So even if it's more of a basic shirt like this, still sell because it is a big and tall. I think this is a 3XLT. So 3XLT means it's a 3XL and it's a tall. So it's like longer. So those are harder to find. How many orders for me today? Just today? I don't know. I'd have to go back and look how many orders I've had today. I think I've had like 12 today. Total orders. I said in the beginning of live, just on eBay alone, I have 31 from this weekend, but that's from Saturday until today. I've had those orders come through. Next up, I forgot to grab a tie. Uh-oh. Let me go grab another tie out of this bin. Had another Charles Terwitt tie sell. I don't know how I missed this. Let me grab the tie bin back over here. It's somewhere in this bin. Let's see the pattern on this. I have to look up close what the pattern looks like. It's like a houndstooth. There it is. Charles Terwitt men's tie. That's the pattern on it. It's nothing too crazy. It's a basic Charles Terwitt tie. Picked this up for $3.21, and this one sold for $20.70. That's another Nifty sale. Nifty sent out that 10% out offer, and that person accepted. The reason I know it's a Nifty sale is because I listed that tie for $22.99, and 10% off $22.99 would be $20.70. So that's how I can tell automatically that that's a Nifty sale. What's up, Amy? Last eBay order, and then we're going to do Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop all at once. 1406. This is more of a, I probably shouldn't have bought this. It's been sitting for a while. This is a LL Bean. It's a nylon LL Bean jacket. I don't really pick these up. I don't even know why I bought this. I paid $5.34 for this, and it sold for $19 plus shipping. So glad that's gone. So, sorry, that's his ties that are good. Charles Terwitt ties. I don't pick up anything Charles Terwitt except for blazers. Some blazers sell well, and ties. Ties, Charles Terwitt, especially ones with decent patterns. This is more of a basic pattern, so this will match most suits. But But ones with like crazy patterns will do even more, do even better. They'll go for like 25 to 30. But yeah, Charles Tyrwhitt. I actually found that by researching in store. I found a Charles Tyrwhitt tie. I was like, I wonder if these actually sell. And I looked at how many listed versus how many are sold. And usually with ties, if you have somewhere between a 25 to a 50% sell through, it's actually a good tie because you're buying them so cheap that if you get them for $3, you can let them sit for a little bit and sell them for 20 to 25, and you're okay with that. All right, let's pull some Depop sales first. Oh, we have another tie that sold. Another tie. I should have kept this bin over. I keep going back and grabbing this bin. I forgot that I sold a tie on Depop, which is wild. I'm selling ties on Depop. Did you guys know ties sell on Depop? Let's see. See if I can grab this. Find this pretty quick. It's a pretty loud looking tie. I think it's that one right there. Nope, not that one. Ties selling on Depop. Who would have guessed? There it is. So this is a men's Hermenegildo Zegna. Sorry, I always say Zegna. Hermenegildo Zegna tie. What did this sell for? It sold for $30. So $30 sale on this one. And what did I pay for that? I probably only paid like $3 or $4 for the Zegna tie. I don't really pick these up unless they have loud patterns. This one has a pretty good loud pattern to it. So nice little tie sale. That's what is that? Our 5th tie sale from this weekend. And those are super easy to list, super easy to ship. If I could just have this whole room filled with ties, I definitely would do that. What do you mostly sell? What do mostly sell on Posh, and is it worth it? We're going to get to Posh sales in just a second. Let me finish pulling these last couple Depop orders, and then you're going to see everything that I sold on Poshmark too, because we're going to pull those all in the same live. Last Depop order, we had 2, it looks like. No, we had 3. No, 2. No, 3. Tommy Bahama. Let me see where this one is listed. Sorry, my phone's going slow out here. Tommy Bahama. That. So the crazy pattern Ralph Lauren tie on Depop. Nice. Let's go. I love selling stuff on Depop because Depop has minimal fees. This is 2463, which should be down at the bottom right here. This is a men's Tommy Bahama shirt. Picked this up for $10.70, and this one sold for $30 over on Depop. Nice little sale right there. Then I had one Ralph Lauren shirt, but this one might be hard to track down. Large black. Let me just look up large black on eBay and might pull it up. So I just look for my custom SKU on eBay when I'm pulling my sales on Depop, Mercari, and Poshmark. I'm just looking up on my unsold on eBay. For some reason, it's not pulling this one up. Let me try it one more time. All right, here we go. There it is. 2064. 2064. There it is, right in the front. Men's Polo Ralph Lauren shirt. This one sold over on Depop for paid $8.03, and this one sold over on Depop for $22.99. Nice little sale, or $23 basically. I can't read that. Whoops. Whoa, how did I do that? Oh, you guys see my overlay now. You can see the whole chat. Picked up Psycho Bunny men's sweatpants. Trying to get more comfortable with picking up clothes. Comps look good. Psycho Bunny sweatpants will always sell good. Psycho Bunny, mostly everything Psycho Bunny sells good. Just like basic like t-shirts, even those will sell good. Just ones with little logos probably won't move as good as other ones do. Let's pull Posh orders since somebody was asking about Posh orders. First up is a men's chubby shirt. Let me find out where it is. 4197. I paid $8.56 for this. 4197 should be up here at the very top. 4197. There it is. It's a men's chubby shirt. I paid $8.56 for this. I believe it sold. I took a best offer of $22 over on Poshmark for this. It's just a basic men's chubby shirt. It's got a decent like pattern to it. Short sleeves are starting to move too because we're heading into summer months. So get your short sleeve stuff listed. The size of the bags, they're 8, or no, They're 12 by 9, I believe. If you go, Tracy, if you go to my pinned post on my Facebook page, my main Facebook page, click on that pinned post, go to the products we use on a daily basis, and those are linked in my Amazon storefront. You can buy directly from there. They're Prime shipping, so if you have a Amazon account, Prime account, then you get the free shipping with those. Yeah, Cycle Bunny is fake, so be careful with those. I did sell a Brooks Brothers blazer. That's inside with the kids in their room. We have all our blazers like pretty much in their closet. And that one I'm not gonna be able to grab, but it sold for 34 bucks. Let me see. Next up. We get everything pulled today. Let's go. Let's see, 476. This one might be inside. No, there it is right there. 476, this is not an item you should pick up, so don't even pay attention. You can close your eyes at this part if you want. This is a women's daily sports top. It's like a golf brand. I picked this up in a huge bulk buy. I probably should have just redonated these because these took forever to sell. The last ones I have. Paid $6.12 for this. Sold for $16 over on Posh. Not a huge profit. Appreciate you, Chevy. I did just put out a full YouTube video a couple days ago. It's a full day in the life video, so feel free to go check it out over on YouTube. It's also on Facebook as well. So go check it out if you haven't already. Next up, we got some FootJoy pants. Grab these real quick. For some reason, eBay search has been messing up lately. Like you'll search for something and it won't actually search, and you have to do it like multiple times. I think they just did a huge update. It's rather annoying. You still have the rented storage unit. We still have it, but we have almost nothing in it, so we're going to get rid of it here pretty soon. When we move, we're most likely just going to cancel our storage unit when we move. We'll keep it for now because we might need to use it when we decide to sell the house. We might have to sell this house before we buy our next house, so we might need that storage unit just to store some stuff in it. Next up, thanks for doing these. Help a lot. Appreciate you. I like doing these. I used to do these all the time on TikTok way back in the day. Every single Sunday, I would do these lives, and then TikTok banned me from going live, so I kind of stopped doing them, but I'm bringing them back. Next up, we got some FootJoy golf pants. These are more basic FootJoy golf pants. These only sold for 20 bucks. I paid $7.47. I'm probably going to stop picking up FootJoy golf pants because they haven't been moving well for me. It's just not worth it at that price. So unless they're like under $5, then I'm just going to leave them behind. Too bad you didn't show me. Yeah, like I'm literally searching things. It's not pulling up, which is really freaking annoying. Do you do this full time? Yes, I do this full time. I do reselling. And we also do content. We make money off content and subscriptions and stuff like that. But primarily, all my income comes from reselling. Last year, we did 350 grand in sales between eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, and Whatnot. Whatnot was like 150. I think it was like right around 170 of that, and then the rest came from those other platforms. So just because we make content doesn't mean we make all of our money from our content. A lot of people think that, though. Chino Cargo. Let me look these up. It's like it starts looking it up before you finish writing, and then it messes it up. 3704. This was just listed just a little bit ago. These don't normally sell that fast, but this one did. This one is all the way in the back. All right. These are Polo Ralph Lauren cargo shorts. They have the big cargo pockets on the side, which are good ones to look out for. I only paid $3.21 for these. These are more bread and butter, so don't pay up for those. And this one sold for 20 bucks over on Poshmark. I think FootJoy has dropped into the dumpster. Yeah, FootJoy, the polos are still selling. Right now, the polos are selling. I would only pick up polos for the next month and then slowly stop picking those up. I've been picking up basic FootJoys with good stripe patterns on them, and those have been moving for Ralph Lauren prices, $22.99 plus ship. But within the next couple months, as soon as everybody gets all their polos for their golf season that's coming up, those are going to stop selling. So don't pick them up after that. Just leave them at the thrift store. Don't at me in 6 months and say my polos aren't selling. You told me to pick up FootJoy polos, because after that season's up, you basically can't sell those. They'll just sit forever. K-Way told me to pick them up. Yeah, 6 months ago. All right, next up, this is a Kayla pickup. The brand is Bash. It's a super old listing. This was when she first started going to the thrift store and really looking for stuff. Unfortunately, we paid $21.40 for this, and it sold only for 30 bucks. So we're basically making our money back on it. It was one of her rookie buys. And unfortunately, when you do a lot of rookie buys, I know there's a lot of rookies in the chat right now. you're going to get a lot of pieces like that you think are going to sell really fast. That was one of her pieces, and they just sat. So we took a best offer, got that to move, basically made our money back on that one. Can I still lost a few winter jackets? Of course, I focus on spring, summer. You can still, right now is the best season to list everything. You can literally list polos right now, and you can sell jackets right now. Like I just showed you that I just sold a pair of shorts on Poshmark, and I sold a sweater on Poshmark. So everything's selling. I would just list everything that you have as fast as you can, especially the winter stuff. Get that stuff listed as quick as you can, because you only have a small season that left. There's one big cold snap that just happened up north. A lot of people are still buying jackets because they didn't expect it to be this cold this late in the year. So get them listed. But it's the cool time of the year that everything sells. Next up, Ministry of Supply, 4353. 4353. Oh, that's not it. It's down here. It fell between two shirts. I got it. Good brand to look out for. These used to sell really fast, very, very, very fast. They kind of took a little nosedive in the market, but they're still selling. That's the brand tag right there. I don't know if you can see it. Ministry of Supply. Picked this up for only $3.21. So I didn't pay too much for this. And it sold over on Poshmark for 25 bucks. These used to sell for 35 like that. Like you would list them and they would sell, but they don't sell for as quickly as they used to. If you watch my latest YouTube video, I actually found a pair of pants, Ministry Supply at the thrift store. I put that in the video. Can you remind me whether you pick up Zara men's pants? I don't pick up Zara pretty much anything. The only thing I would consider Zara is like a big like down coat or something like that. Maybe I would consider picking it up if it's cheap enough, but most Zara pieces are a pass. Rather buy vintage Bugle Boy over FootJoy. Facts. It's kind of neat how the numbers show a timeline of your progression. What do you mean? The numbers on the items? So if you're talking about the numbers on the items, yes, because we never reuse numbers. So number 14 is my oldest listed item up here. That means that thing has been listed forever. Newer items will have higher numbers on them. So we're up to 4,877 is in that bin on the top left. It basically tells me how long an item has been listed for. So I know if I need to clearance any items out, it's going to be on this shelf right here that I'll clearance. I have a shelf right here, shelf. So this is my oldest listed inventory, and then it moves down from there. And then once every week or 2 weeks, what we do is we condense all of our inventory down. So everything that's sold will leave empty spaces in each bin. We'll basically pull all the stuff over to the next bin over, pull it all forward, move the stuff over. And once we do that, we're left with like 10 to 15 empty bins. You get a beard cut? I shaved the other night, Surfs. You missed it when you should have saw it. You were on my Whatnot show. You bum. What's up from Norway? Let's go. Surfs, have you ever had anybody in your life from Norway? Or I'm the first. I want to go to Norway. Surfs, you want to go to Norway with me? What brand of shirt do you see at a thrift store that is overwhelming in there every time? For me, it's Hager. Hager, yes. What's another one? George. You can find George at like every thrift store. Things like Nike and Adidas polos, you can find those basically every time you go thrifting. They don't really have too much value unless you get like special ones, but yeah, you see those everywhere. What's a Peak? We got Chris. We got Peak and Surfs at the same exact time. What are you guys collaborating? What is this? You guys here to heckle me? Do you have a DBA banking account? No. What I do is I have a banking account, I have my own personal banking account, and I have a split checking account that I have strictly for my business. And then I have another split checking account that I have strictly for our pay for our employee spend and things like that. So yeah, they're all split up. So all the money just goes into each one of those accounts. Keep it nice and separate. All right, last orders are coming from Mercari. I don't have too many Mercari orders, one of which is a Callaway belt. That is inside. I got that at TJ Maxx or Marshall's. I think I paid like $8 for that. It sold for $20. It's not a huge profit. I was kind of testing out Callaway belts to see how well they did. This one sold earlier. Faraday men's polo. There it goes. eBay did it again. It's like searching before I finish. I wish eBay would stop doing this. Faraday. Can I search it? Yeah, it's not even pulling up the polo. There it is right there. Let me see. This might actually be inside too. I think this got returned. 3041. 3036. No, here it is. 3041. We put it back in inventory. This is a men's Faraday polo shirt. Picked this up for $6.42. And this one sold for $20.70. That's again another Nifty sale. Nifty sent out a 10% out offer, and this person accepted over on Mercari. So another little sale right there. This is a vintage. I got this from Rally Roots Whatnot. I like the back of it because it shows like the dogs. You can see it. That's what it shows. Kayla doesn't like when I wear this shirt in public, but I'm like, I don't care. I missed some comments. What's up? Cold Chicago. Let's go. Cold Chicago. You sell Hager on Amazon? I bet you do. There's probably people on Amazon that do buy Hager. Do you have a seller's permit so you don't have to pay sales tax? No, most thrift stores wouldn't even accept it. They'll make a big deal about it. So you just put that into your cost of goods. If you paid tax on your items, that's a cost of goods you put at the end of the year. Your tax advisor will tell you that same thing. Crown Crafted Peter Millar. Let me search this one up real quick. What I'm doing is I'm looking up my items on eBay because my eBay has my custom SKUs for each one of my items. So basically, I'm just looking on eBay to find my item in the unsold. Since it's sold, Nifty pulls down the listing automatically. And then I just go to my unsold and find out where exactly that this is listed. So I got to find it. There it is right there. 3948. 3948. Which is down here. Right in the front. Nice. 3948. I got this in a bulk buy locally, which means I probably paid right around $8 for this. Just a men's Peter Millar, but this is a Crown Crafted. It's a little bit of a better line of Peter Millar. Paid $8 and this sold for $21 over on Mercari. Do you think Mercari new shipping possible 8% charge? Yeah, I think Mercari's dumb. I don't understand what Mercari's doing. They're like bringing down the fees from what I saw, like bringing down the cost of some shipping, but other shipping not. I don't know. They're just confusing everybody because it seems like every other month they have like a new thing they're trying to try to bring people back to the site. And they just need to go back to what they were doing before when things were selling on Mercari, I think. They're trying to be competitive with everybody else, but they're also raising their fees, which doesn't make any sense. That's why I've completely stopped cross-listing to Mercari. I haven't listed to Mercari in a while. When I think I have something special to sell, there is more for sale. Wait. When I think I have something special to sell, there is more for sale. Any suggestions? I don't understand that question, unfortunately. Can you put it back in the chat and like try to rephrase it for me? I sell on eBay, Poshmark. I still have listings on Mercari, but I'm not cross-listing there. Depop and Whatnot. When Nifty comes out with cross-listing to Whatnot, I'm going to just sell on eBay, Poshmark, and Whatnot. I'm going to drop Depop and Mercari completely because I don't really need to sell on the other two. I don't make enough sales there. Does Nifty give you a list of what you sold on the platform? Yes, it does. Am I signed in on Nifty on this phone? I might be. Let me go into it really quick. You can look on this on your phone too. So Nifty will automatically pull down your items as soon as they sell. So if something sells on Mercari, it'll pull it from Poshmark, eBay, and Depop for you. And then you just go into your sales analytics. And then under your sales analytics, you'll go over to orders. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but there's that chubby shirt that I pulled for Poshmark. Has all my orders right there on the page. And then it also, if you scroll over, it has my custom SKU right there for the items. Says what the item sold for, gives me all of my fees on the items, everything right there. Easy. All done automatically. Don't need a device running. It just does it for you in the background. And if you're interested in Nifty, I put a link down in the description. It'll give you 7 days free. You can move all your listings over, and then you can start cross-listing. You get a couple credits to cross-list for free. You can see how it works, and if you like it, feel free to, you get 15% off your first month. So you can use it and get 15% off your first month. I also have a full YouTube video on how Nifty works too. So feel free to go watch that YouTube video. It'll probably answer a lot of your questions. I'm planning on building a custom light box. K-Man light setup. Any ideas what lights to use? I think most LED lights will be fine. There's certain ones that are better for photography. I would do a little research on those. I just use this light box. It's actually what's giving off the light right now. And that just has like photo LED lights on the inside. So do a little research, but I think most basic LEDs will be fine. Fill in sales tax column. No, I'm not really using Jason's spreadsheet for anything but Whatnot sales. So yeah, I don't do any of the sales tax stuff. So yeah, I can't really help you with that. Do you only sell clothes and accessories? Mostly clothes. I do sell some hard goods from time to time. If I have an item to sell, I find more for, if I have an item to sell, I find more for sale. What should I do? Lower the price, wait until the item is sold before I list mine. So what do you mean? Like you have an item that you want to list on platforms and there's other ones for sale and you're going to wait? No, you list yours for sale. And if you want yours to sell faster than the others, you're just going to list yours lower than what the other ones are listed for. You don't have to like not list yours. I'm not going to, there's probably 15 to 20 other Peter Millar shirts online that looks just like this on eBay. And I still listed mine. I just listed it for a competitive price. I took really good photos. I put a really good description and I got it to sell it. I wouldn't wait for everything to sell out before you list. Walmart doesn't wait for Publix to sell out of tomato sauce before they put more tomato sauce on the shelf. They just make sure they have competitive price tomato sauce and they present it well to the customer. That's all you really have to do. All right, last order. We're on the last order. Let's go. Tommy Bahama men's coconut. I think it's a Coconut Cove shirt. Type in coconut. Surf says a coconut. 3893. 3893 should be down here. And again, if you want to watch how this inventory system is made, I have a full YouTube video on how to do this system. Also, if you don't have room to set up this system, the system I used to use before this was the box system or the bin system. The bin system can be used basically if you are in a apartment complex and you have only a limited room in your apartment where you just have like a small space to be able to stack up bins. You can make the bin system, and I have a full video on that as well. No problem, Linda. All right, this one we paid $8.50. This is a men's Tommy Bahama shirt. It is not silk. So if this was silk, it probably would have sold for a little bit more. But this is just a basic cotton one. Sorry, this is about to fall over. This is a basic cotton one. This still sold over on Mercari, full asking price of $25. It's a really good pattern. That's why I decided to still pick it up, even though it's not silk, because the pattern is what got that to sell. Trying to get my brother to build me a Surf's Up display. I'm going to build one of Surf's Up setups when I get to the new house. I was going to make one here because I really, really like his setup. The fact that you can just put your ruler on your item and snap photos instead of putting that in the description saves you so much time. But I don't want to build it here and then move and then have to like rebuild it at the new house. So we're just going to continue to use this light box for the time being. So same inventory system as you do is the best. Yes, it does cost a little bit because obviously you have to get shelves. If you can get cheap shelves, like what I would do is if you want really cheap shelves, go and search on Facebook Marketplace for shelves. Just type in shelves on Facebook Marketplace and search often. And there's going to be a time where somebody's moving out of a house and they're just going to get rid of a bunch of shelving units, or somebody has a business where they're like getting rid of the shelving units because their business closed down, and they'll give them to you for really cheap or basically just give them to you. And at that point, you can get a whole bunch of shelves for almost next to nothing or for nothing. So yeah, I would highly suggest that because this system, you really need shelving setup. But the benefit to this system is if something sells before in the box system, I would basically have to take a whole bin. Basically what happened is all my inventory was in a bin like this. All the bins were labeled. This still has its label on it. So this was bin BL. Every time an item sold, I had to pull this down, open it up, take the item out, put the thing back on the shelf. With this system, and that's why it's so good, is if something sells in this box, I just pull it out like this, look for the item really quick. 529 is right there. If that's what I'm looking for, I pull the item out and then I push this back into place. I don't have to kill my back on grabbing off all these boxes. With the other way, if I had to pull all of these items, what I used to do on live, if I had to pull all of these items, I would still be pulling them. I'd be sweating profusely and my back would be killing me. With this system, it's just as easy as pulling it down, grabbing your item, shoving it back into place. It's so, so easy to do. But that's it, chat. We pulled all of my orders. I don't know how many that was. I think we have like 45-ish orders from this weekend. I don't know if I'm going to do a shipping live tomorrow because you guys have already seen everything that sold. So I don't know if I will even do a shipping live because you're just going to see the same items twice. So if you don't see me tomorrow morning, I might do a tie listing live tomorrow night. So I'm going to go inside with the light box. You guys will see me see me take photos of ties, how to list them, all that good stuff. So if you want to see how I do some listings, make sure you come to that live, or I'll do a listing live where I'm actually inside on the computer doing some listings because I still got to do a bunch of listings. I was actually considering giving mom the day off tomorrow because we have so much stuff unlisted that I need to get it listed. So today she worked on putting a bunch of stuff into inventory Tomorrow I have to list at least 100 items tomorrow. So we might do a late night listing live. Do you take offers on an item if it only lists for a few hours? Absolutely. If I list an item for, let's say I just listed a Ralph Lauren shirt for $24.99, just literally listed it. Nifty is my AI that I use, down in the description. It's a cross listing tool and it sends out offers. It relists for me. It does all that. If I just listed that item, I paid $5 for it, and somebody wants it for $22.50 instead of $24.99, and I can make a quick sale, I will 100% take that offer, because that just is moving inventory faster. That's the whole purpose. You don't want to be a storage unit. You want to just be moving that inventory out as fast as you can. So that's also why I've been promoting a little bit higher too. All right, chat. Appreciate you guys hanging out, and we'll catch you tomorrow at some point. Peace.